On this edition of City Focus, we tell you about a job fair hosted by the Valdosta Police Department. The Valdosta Fire Department is preparing for their MDA boot drive, and we'll tell you how you can donate. The Valdosta Youth Council is looking for new members, and we let you know what's going on with City Council in our City Council wrap-up. We sit down with a representative from the South Health District to talk about Zika and mosquito protection. These stories and more on this edition of City Focus. Welcome to City Focus. I'm Marcus McConico, the media coordinator for the City of Valdosta. City Focus is your source for information for what's taking place within your city government. This is the 16th episode of City Focus in 2016. Here are some of the important topics that are happening in the city. The Valdosta Police Department is looking to add to its family. They are planning their first job fair, hoping to attract new members.
We've been trying to increase our recruiting numbers over the last several months, just trying to get in new applicants. A lot of people, I think, have preconceived notions of what they think law enforcement is, watching TV, looking at Facebook, that sort of thing. Again, as we all know, real life and TV and social media doesn't always translate. So again, we want to give people that chance to come in, talk to officers, find out what goes on a daily basis.
The department is hoping to see a large number of local people come to the job fair to come out to learn about VPD.
We decided to have a job fair, be able to try to get as many applicants as we can. We certainly want to hire local people that know the area, know the people, know Valdosta. We always want to hire local people if possible. It's going to be on August 27th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the City Hall Annex, which is 300 North Lee Street. We're going to have Valdosta Police Department, of course, will be out. We'll have recruiters available, Eccles County Sheriff's Office, and also Georgia State Patrol.
Representatives will educate job seekers about the police field and anticipate to find some interested individuals.
Anybody that's available or interested in any kind of work with law enforcement, especially with those three agencies, we encourage them to come out. We'll try to answer any questions that we can. We'll certainly have applications available. Just be able to talk about benefits. We're wanting to be able to meet people and shake their hand, be able to talk to them about whoever might be interested in the field itself, or even working for one of our agencies. Now, there's no obligations or anything whatsoever.
For more information, contact Captain Kerry Williams at 229-293-3099. September 1st through 3rd, the Valdosta Fire Department will be raising money outside the 3 Winn-Dixie and 2 Walmart locations in town, with the proceeds going to help local kids visit MDA Camp.
Well, one thing that the fire department always enjoys doing is helping others. And kids in need, it's a great opportunity for us to be able to give back to the kids of our community and our surrounding communities and helping them get to camp, get the vaccinations they need, the wheelchairs they need, all the help that we can give them in their time of need.
The camp is something that members of the Valdosta Fire Department loves to provide for area children.
One of the things that the kids love to do is go to camp every year. That's $800 that the family does not have to pay. And with all the medical bills and everything they have to pay, this is one thing that they don't have to worry about. We're able to help and assist get these kids to camp. And it's the one time of their life for a solid week they're around kids that look like them, act like them, have disabilities, and they're able to enjoy themselves. And they will tell you they look forward to that week every year.
Giving to those in need is something that each member of the department feels is very important.
At some point in your life, everybody's going to be in need. And you would want that same reaction if you were in need. Always go by the saying of, as long as I do what I'm supposed to do and help others, God's going to take care of me.
For more information, contact the Valdosta Fire Department at 229-333-1835. Recently, the city's Traffic Management Division handled the issues of traffic lights being out due to a tree limb on a power line.
There was a limb evidently that was old and it broke off from the tree and it fell across the power lines. And when it touched the power lines, it caused a surge in the lines that caused our signals to start flashing. When the signals went into flash, they came back out, but the limb was still on the power lines, and it caused the power to go out, where we lost 3 or 4 of our signals throughout the city here.
In non-emergency issues similar to this, the city encourages residents to use the Valdosta Click and Fix app or report a concern link on the city's website.
The time to use the app is for non-emergency situations. If you see a pothole or a washout or some limbs that need to be trimmed, that will be the time to use the app. There's issues where you can use it for the Public Works Department with trash, sanitation, and other issues, but for my department, it's mainly used for the signals. If it's in flash, you can use the C-Click Fix app. Or if it's potholes, like I said earlier, washouts, that's the time you can use the app.
Before submitting your concerns, citizens should make sure that the issue is within the city limits, that you correctly label the issue, and that the issue has not been previously reported, which you can check on the app.
But a lot of times we receive tickets from the app that is located in the county. Those issues, of course, we can't do anything about it, and we'll try to defer that over to the county and have them to dispatch someone to handle that situation.
For more information on the app, contact Public Information at 229-259-3548. The Central Valdosta Development Authority plays a vital role in shaping downtown Valdosta. Howard Dasher, the chairman of the authority, explains why he got involved with CDVA.
Well, I'm from Valdosta, born and raised. I've lived and shopped downtown my entire life. And I, like a lot of people, received a notice that there was an opening. And so I applied, and my idea was to just kind of help with the community service, take an active role in helping the community.
He believes that CDVA is vital to the downtown community and its growth.
The main purpose of the CVDA is to promote downtown Valdosta as the economic and cultural center of Lowndes County. We talk to the people who work and live here and get their feedback, and we also offer business incentives for people or businesses who are looking to relocate or open up a new store downtown Valdosta.
Downtown has seen lots of development over the last few years, and he hopes to see more.
We've had a lot of businesses relocate to downtown Valdosta in the last year and a half. So we've been very, very pleased with that. Lots of new jobs are coming downtown. Of course, the biggest project that people are talking about is the hotel. Of course, it's a big deal, and it's pretty complex. So there are a lot of I's that have to be dotted and T's that have to be crossed.
He also encourages anyone that is interested in a board or authority to get involved.
My experience on the CVDA has been very positive. Of course, I have a business down here. I work down here in downtown, and so I get a lot of fulfillment in trying to help shape or guide downtown Valdosta's future, in any way that I can. It's not, that I have all this, authority or necessarily going to help in some great way, but even a small contribution. Mm-hmm. So I get a lot of fulfillment from that, and I think other people, if they go out and go into these boards and take an active role in the community, would get the same fulfillment.
Currently, the city has 10 vacancies for which we are seeking citizens to apply to serve on a board, commission, or authority. These are the following openings. Central Development Authority, 1 appointment. Valdosta Housing Board of Adjustment and Appeals, 2 appointments. Valdosta Lowndes County Land Bank Authority, 1 appointment. The mayor will make this appointment. Valdosta Tree Commission, 3 appointments. Valdosta Lowndes County Zoning Board of Appeals, 2 appointments, 1 of which must be filled by an attorney. Valdosta Lowndes County Construction Board of Adjustments and Appeals, 1 appointment. To learn more about getting involved with your local government by serving on one of these entities, call 229-259-3500 or visit our website at valdostacity.com. Attention to all local artists. The City of Valdosta is looking for your help. The city will be making pieces of art out of garbage dumpsters in the downtown area, and we want you to submit your concepts. The deadline to submit is August 31st, and painting will take place on September 17th. Check our Facebook page, Valdosta City Without Limits, or call public information at 229-259-3548 to see how you can be involved.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. Even though we are one of the most food-rich countries in the world, 15 million children don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is unacceptable, and something the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks is working to solve. Instead of accepting that our country lets billions of pounds of surplus food go to waste every year, Feeding America has made it their mission to help families in need by rescuing this food. Through food pantries and meal programs, the nationwide network of food banks provides more than 3 billion meals, serving virtually every community in the United States, including yours. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank by visiting feedingamerica.org. Together we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
The Zika virus is all over the news, and we have Ken Lowry here from the South Health District to tell us more. Exactly what is the Zika virus and how is it spread?
So the Zika virus is a disease that is spread primarily through the bite of an infected mosquito. Now the 2 mosquitoes that we're focusing on is the Aedes aegypti and Aedes albopictus. So the spread of Zika is through the bite of a mosquito, infected mosquito, as well as sexual contact, and it has not been documented yet, but the thoughts are maybe even blood transfusion.
What can we do to prevent getting Zika?
So the guidance for preventing Zika is similar to the guidance that we would give for any mosquito-borne illness. Essentially, just using EPA-registered insect repellents, those that contain DEET, as well as wearing long sleeve and long pants, weather permitting, of course. I know it's hot during this time of the year. These mosquitoes typically tend to bite more often during the day, so as well as avoid travel to these areas that are Zika infected would also be a good tip as well.
Okay. And is there a particular group of people who could be more at risk for the Zika virus?
With pregnant women, they're generally considered more high risk because of the chance of spreading it to their unborn child. And there have been neurological brain defects as a result of that. More commonly, we've seen microcephaly, which is essentially the shrinking of the child's head during birth, which causes a variety of developmental issues, as well as other neurological problems.
Let me ask you, you talked about avoiding infected areas. If you are pregnant and have been near those avoided areas, what should we do? Okay,
so the guidance right now, according to the CDC, is that pregnant women try to avoid these areas. If you do not need to travel to these areas, do not. However, if you do travel, the guidance would be if you have traveled, whether you become symptomatic or not, you need to be tested for Zika as a means of identifying whether you have been exposed or not.
Okay, and if someone has Zika, what are the symptoms? If someone thinks they've been exposed to Zika, what is the process to be tested?
Okay, so the symptoms are typically mild. They consist of fever, headache, joint pain, muscle pain, conjunctivitis, and generally they overcome it within 4 to 7 days after exposure. The way to get tested, essentially, if you've been to an area that's been infected with Zika and you have been symptomatic, contact your healthcare provider, make them aware of your travel as well as your symptoms, and then they can get in touch with us at South Health District or the Health Department, and we can facilitate testing accordingly.
Okay. Now, anything other than people or animals or pets in risk of Zika virus?
So currently, there's no research that indicates that pets are at risk for Zika. There have been no cases. There has not been any reports of anyone that has contracted Zika from a pet. So as of right now, there is no indication that pets are at risk.
Okay. Now let me ask you this: if there's that mom or father, that's out there that's kind of like freaking out about this, what would you say to them?
Okay, so, and this will extend to currently pregnant as well as those that are in the midst of trying to become pregnant. Essentially, avoid travel to areas where there is local transmission. If you have been and you feel you've been exposed, and make sure that you visit your healthcare provider. Let them know of your travel, let them know of your symptoms, and then from there we can facilitate testing as needed.
Okay. And if we need to find any more information about Zika, where do we need to go to?
So the CDC is a great resource, as well as the Georgia Department of Public Health has a website with a ton of information, as well as locally the South Health District has a website, a Facebook account, as well as Twitter that is wonderful for, we provide tons of information updated as needed as the guidance comes out.
Okay. Well, Ken, I thank you for coming on and talking to us about Zika. I know a lot of people out there are concerned about it, but we appreciate you giving this information, and we'll be back here on City Focus.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund breeding.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Information on hot water heating.
No. Sarah's bright, but when she's reading, she has trouble sounding out the words.
World music, playing track now.
No.
Let me try. Our daughter gets confused about which details in a story are important.
Which paper towels are most absorbent?
What?
Here are 5 product reviews.
Why are you not getting me?
See, I told you.
Wait, I was trying to show you how Sarah feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
The Valdosta Youth Council is searching for more local young people to serve. VYC is a program designed to help gain leadership, a better understanding of local government, and prepare youth for a lifetime of public and community service. Eligible students must be in the 7th or 8th grade, enrolled in a school within the Valdosta city limits, and have a 2.5 GPA. Educators from participating schools will nominate students for the 2016 to 2017 VYC program year. The application deadline is August 24th, and the new VYC members will officially be sworn in at the September 22nd Valdosta City Council meeting. For more information, contact Public Information Officer Samantha Matthews at 229-259-3548. Now it's time for our City Council wrap-up. During the meeting, Police Chief Brian Childress, Fire Chief Freddie Brune, and Mayor John Gale honored the chaplains and volunteers with a special presentation to thank them for their outstanding community service. The request to provide technical support for the supervisory, control, and data acquisition equipment was approved. The contract was approved by a unanimous vote and will allow IT support for the equipment within the new wastewater treatment plant. We invite everyone to the next City Council meeting in the City Hall Council Chambers on Thursday, August 25th at 5:30 p.m. Now that the Withlacoochee wastewater treatment plant is online, the city wants to remind citizens of its FOG program. The main purpose of the FOG program is to prevent fats, oils, and greases from clogging sewer lines, causing sewage spills or potential backflows of sewage into your business. The main sources of these include food scraps, butter and margarine, dairy products, cooking oils, sauces, and greasy leftovers. Fats, oils, and grease do not mix well with water and easily adhere to the walls of the underground pipes when washed down the drain as liquids. As they cool, these substances become solid and stick to pipes, which could cause blockages and overflows. For more information, contact the Utilities Department at 229-259-3592. On September 10th, the 2016 South Georgia Literacy Festival will be held at the Turner Arts Center starting at 10 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. The program is being held in conjunction with International Literacy Day. The event will feature book sales and readings by local authors, as well as live music. The Mayor's Council for Persons with Disabilities has announced their essay/journalism contest winner. Lowndes County High School and Georgia Military College dual enrollment student Dagan Anderson will be honored at this year's banquet, and he plans on using his earnings for a new laptop for school.
Now let's take a look at what's taking place in the city in the coming weeks. August 16th, Central Valdosta Development Authority Board Meeting, 5 p.m. in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. August 17th, Property Tax Public Hearing at 12 and 6 p.m. in City Hall. August 20th, Farm Days in downtown Valdosta. Purchase fresh fruits and vegetables from local vendors starting at 9 a.m. around historic Lowndes County Courthouse. August 22nd, Greater Lowndes Planning Commission Work Session, 5:30 at the South Health District Administrative Office. August 24th, Historic Preservation Commission Work Session, 3 p.m. in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. August 25th, Property Tax Hearing, 5 p.m. at City Hall. August 25th, City Council Meeting, 5:30 in Council Chambers. Everyone is invited. August 29th, Greater Lowndes Planning Commission Meeting, 5:30 at the South Health District Administrative Office. September 1st through 3rd, Valdosta Fire Department MDA Field the Boot Drive at the 3 Winn-Dixie and 2 Walmart locations in the city. Proceeds are to help local disabled children attend MDA Camp. To stay informed of what's happening in the city, sign up for the weekly e-news blast at valdostacity.com/public-information or call Public Information Officer Samantha Matthews at 229-259-3548. This week, state of Georgia officials launched a new way to register to vote. Citizens in the state can now register by text message. Just text Georgia or GA to 28683 to register. Voting is a right all of us should take advantage of, and the state is trying to make it easier for everyone to register by just pulling out your phone out of your pocket and doing something you do every day. This concludes another edition of City Focus. Be sure to visit our new website at valdostacity.com. Like us on Facebook, Valdosta City Without Limits. Also like our Valdosta Youth Council page. Follow us on Twitter at City of Valdosta, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Metro 17 Valdosta, to watch City Focus on demand. Thanks for watching. We'll see you here next time on City Focus.